Hello, can you guys hear me? Welcome. If you can hear me, let me know in chat, please. But yeah, I think we'll just maybe wait a couple of minutes, see who else is going to join us. But yeah, I've got a cool bunch of Guava Concentrates lined up for testing today. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, shout out to the people in chat. Anybody here? What's up, Rudy? Cool fam, nice to see you here. Hey V-Dog, how's it going? Yeah, I've got quite a couple lined up here today. I also have an actual guava that I just so happen to have, and I'm going to do a reference. So can you guys want to can you smell that? Can you smell that guava? Hey, do you want to have a lick of that guava? Does it look good? I haven't had one in such a long time. Hey Andre, how's it going? But let's give this a go. Let's see what we're working with here. You know, so I'm expecting, like, I haven't had one in such a long time. It's a lot more, has a lot more pits than I remember, or pips. Really sweet. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that, I know people just sort of like eat it with the skin on the side, but that's not for me. I kind of just scoop it out, you know, and eat it like this. It's kind of subtle, actually. It's not such an in-your-face fruit. Yeah, I think Vidal, yeah, there's definitely a difference between, you know, like the canned version must be much sweeter, you know, than the fresh version. It's a lot more subtle. So yeah, okay guys, so I've got quite a couple. I've got TFA, I've got Frandi, I've got Raw, I've got YY, which is Chinese. Then I've got good old Sweet Guava cap. Then I've got Subaki Guava, or SSA Guava. I've got FA Guava, and I've got good old Big Guava FLV. Hey Frank, how's it going? So cool to have you here. So Frank, here you go. Have a lick of that guava, my dude. I just had a taste. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is maybe testing FA last, because yeah, I just off mixing it. I mixed like 10 ml samples over here, and just off mixing it, it just seemed like that one was pretty potent, you know, and had a bit more of a chemical smell to it. But I don't know if I'm going to make a mistake by kicking off with DFA, but this one actually smelled pretty good. I know everybody is going to be like, oh, DFA, not good fruits, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, there's some bangers in TFA. I just haven't tried this guava. It really does smell delicious. The concentrate, so on the nose, the concentrate actually smells quite good. Hey Roger, how's it going, my dude? So yeah, there we go. On the nose, TFA is actually smells pretty good. So let's give this a whirl. Oh, the testing environment, guys. I do everything in my power to keep everything as consistent as I possibly can. So I've got two Atties here. One is the Citadel, other one is the Hatley, and both have got exactly the same builds in them, exactly the same cotton, so we should be good. Okay, so for TFA, it seems like they were after a more fresh guava over here because it's not that sweet. There is something that is not so bad in here, but it does feel like, you know, I mixed this up at 4%, by the way, TFA, but I do feel that there's like a bitterness, almost like a skin of the guava here. Hey Fidalgo Vapes, nice to see you here, my dude. Thank you so much for joining. I'm testing out TFA guava. Yeah, TFA guava, not that sweet. There is actually something nice to it, but it feels more like the guava skin than the actual guava itself. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be reaching out for this one. Well, I don't know. I haven't tested the rest of these, but it's not hitting the spot. So how have you guys been keeping? Pretty good. Okay, so the next one over here is a local brand called Frandi. So this one retails at BLCK. Of course, it's as I understand, this one is a Malaysian rebranded concentrate. Excuse me. I mixed this one up at 4%. I don't know what to expect. There's not a lot of information on this one, so I'm really eager to see what this is going to be like. This is quite good, actually. This is much closer than what I was expecting from a guava. I don't know if you guys had in school we had like ice lollies, right? So it's like a little plastic bag with frozen almost guava juice inside it, and we used to just like eat it out. Of course it's sweetened, but this Frandi pink guava is giving me a sense of that. So it does feel like it's a little bit more candy or sweetened, you know, than TFA. Actually pretty good. I like that one. It's subtle, it's not harsh. I wouldn't say there's much skin to this. It feels like the inside of a guava. I would say this is workable. At 4%, I'm not getting any soapiness or anything from it, but I do think, you know, if you push it more, you might end up there. So it might be a good idea to layer this with another guava, one that's a little bit more forward. Yeah, nice coating in your mouth from this Frandi pink guava. I can recommend this one. I think it's workable. It's for sure workable, but you're gonna have to do a little bit of work on it. Yeah, cool, man. Andre, hitting a braai on a Sunday. Such a rebel, my dude. I wouldn't do that. I'll wake up with a headache the next morning. But yeah, cool, man. So let me just clean this quill. Okay, so the next one in line here is raw guava. So on the nose, raw guava does give me a little bit of soap. I mixed up this at 4%. This is all the information I could get online for it. So it looked like 4% was about right. Just do a finger test. A little bit chemical, you know. So let's see what it does in a vape. A lot more skin on the raw guava. I think if I had to use this one, I would only use this as an accent, you know, to get perhaps that skin of a guava, or that I don't know what you would call it, but it's like a green sort of zestiness that you get from a guava skin. I don't know how to put that in words, but raw guava is giving me it's giving me that skin part. Or, you know, if you think about a guava like closer to the skin, if you had to just take a bite of this skin side, it would taste more like the skin. Not bad though. I definitely think this one is workable. It is still pretty, I would say it's pretty sweet still, definitely sweeter than DFA. Same kind of sweetness as what I had with Frandi. But I do think at 4%, this one is about going to turn into soap, you know, if I go up a little bit more. I do like its flavor. I do think that this is usable, but I wouldn't make this the hero of the mix. I would probably use this, you know, to layer with another mango to get a bit more of a zesty green sort of note in your mix. Okay, so I'm ready to move over to the next one. So how have you guys been doing? Let me hit some more guava first. It's quite a gooey thing, you know, almost like you would expect from jam, you know, that gooiness. If you take this seed part of it, so if you're really looking to create like a true gooey guava, you know, I would suggest maybe looking at some jam elements, you know, that you could find perhaps in a strawberry. You just have to be careful which one you take so it doesn't overpower the guava, because the guava is quite subtle. But you can definitely use something like a jammy strawberry, I think, to get closer to that gooey inside of a guava. So, let me just get the name of YY. So YY is the same as Flavor Express. It's made by Xian in China. If anybody wanted to know, but that's what I believe YY is. So on the nose, let's give this a smell. It smells quite sweet. This is just called YY Guava. You can get this from BLCK. So ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm actually not gonna have any more of that. It actually just tastes like chemicals to me. I mixed that up at 5%, but it's really not giving me any part of the skin or the inside or the sweetness of a guava. It just tastes like chemicals. And not good chemicals. More like, I wouldn't say drain cleaner, but some kind of like hospital chemicals, like medicine. That's what it tastes like. Yes, it tastes like medicine. Not good. So I wouldn't recommend this one. I'm actually not even gonna try any more of it. I wanted to see quickly, just out of interest's sake, right? If we go and look at raw, because I did like raw. So if we go and look at raw, let me just switch over. Okay, so if we look at raw guava, so here we've got only raw guava, well, the most used one is over here, right? So if I click on that one, I can look at what it's commonly used with. Lol, yeah, super sweet. Sweet mango, okay. Persimmon, interesting. Okay, yeah, I was actually expecting, some strawberries over here, to be honest. Because I do think this raw guava has got like a zesty greenness to it. I think if you pair that with another guava, it would be quite nice. Strange that also it's not paired with another guava over here. I think that might be a missed opportunity. Yeah, so let me switch back. Okay, so the next one is going to be good old Cap Sweet Guava. So I've made a couple of recipes with this. It pairs really well with FE mango, just 5% of this and 5% of FE mango with super sweet and ice, and you've got a pretty good, how can I say, tropical sort of mix. Yeah, Andre, I might have actually used for YY, I might have actually gone too high, but I don't know. I think it really just tastes like medicine. I think even low, it's just going to taste like less medicine, like a small bit of medicine. Anyway, but onto Cap Sweet Guava. I mixed this up at 5%. I just wanted to taste this one again. I haven't tasted it for a while. It would be nice to just get a reference again of this one. This is very old school, but a good guava. If you're looking for something that's going to give you some guava. Yeah, this is way more on the candy side. So if I was going to make, like a guava kind of candy, or a sweetened guava icy, I would really strongly consider Cap Sweet Guava. It really has a beautiful sweet finish, and it takes you directly into that guava fantasy. So I really enjoy this one. It is sweet though, no harshness. And actually it leaves quite a nice flavor on your palate when you're done. So I think with a little bit of sweetener, this would be something that you could vape quite easily in a single flavor. But yes, it is a candy. It definitely isn't the real thing, but I enjoy it. Hey Liesel, no stress, man. It's nice to have you here. I'm just tasting Cap Sweet Guava now, and it's pretty good. You're welcome to watch the replay. Thank you so much. So, I would be quite interested to see how Cap Sweet Guava and raw guava go together. Once I'm done, I'll actually put these two together, because it does feel like Cap Sweet Guava is just a little bit too much on the candy side, and raw guava is just too much on the green zesty side of a guava. But maybe if you pair these two together, you'll get a pretty decent vape. So, oh yes, let me switch over. Let's go and have a look at Cap Sweet Guava. So I want to see what people are pairing this with. I'm expecting way more strawberries. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so it's definitely this one here. It's got the most mixes. Let's look at commonly used with. Oh, okay. Okay. So I am seeing more strawberries here. That's interesting. But I didn't expect dragon fruit. I think that might be a good alternative to strawberry. And TFA dragon fruit does have a little bit more body, so that is a good idea to pair with this. I'd love to test that actually. Of course, cactus, yeah, to give it a little bit more wetness. I didn't expect golden pineapple. I didn't expect passion fruit, but I think if you're doing tropical mixes, yeah, 100%. I did expect the strawberries though. But I thought, I thought you would much rather have like a more jammy strawberry over here. You know? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think you should be mixing if you reached out here to get that gooiness that from the gooey part of the guava? What would you reach for? Comment out in chat. Tell me what you guys think. So the next one. Okay, so this one smelled really good. SSA Tsubaki. This guava smelled really good. However, looking at what people mix this at is at like 0.8%. And maximum to 1%. So because it's a single flavor, I decided to go at 1%. But I believe this one's pretty strong, so it will be difficult or more difficult to actually work with, especially if you but it could also be pretty good, and then you just don't have to use that much concentrate, you know. Let's see what it's doing. Oh wow, that is really good. That is quite interesting at 1% that I'm getting that much flavor. I think this is a really decent guava. I'm quite surprised. It's got both parts to it. It's got the gooey pink guava elements to it, but it also has some green zestiness to it as well. It's not that sweet, but it does have some sweetness. It's not harsh. It's actually quite smooth. But have to be careful with this one. I think if you push it a little bit more, you will, for sure, this will turn into soap, 100%. So Rudy said to make a gummy, I do Wonder Flavor strawberry gummy candy at 1%. Ah, that's a really good idea, Rudy. I must actually get that strawberry gummy, but that sounds delicious. So there you go, guys. This is a pretty good surprise, you guys. SSA guava at 1%. It's actually a little bit too much, to be honest. But wow, it's giving me both the things that I kind of expect from an actual guava fruit, you know. Let's try that again. It's a little bit more at the front. It doesn't have that much body, but of course you can fix that up, you know, with complementing flavors, you know. But I definitely would recommend this one. Very yummy. Very yummy. Probably have to work a little bit on the wetness of it as well. I think you could use cactus. Have to just use it really low, otherwise you'll taste it. But it really will help. No, I think it's the triacetine inside cactus that will help wetten it up a little bit. But I do think a little bit of super sweet also. Oh wow, okay, Rudy. So then, yeah, it's nice to hear that we've got a similar opinion about this, about SSA guava. It's really good. You know, the good old sweet guava. Of course, you can't really compare it because that one is candy, but this one is giving me like guava realness, the actual guava fruit. And I'm eager to see how that compares to pink guava, you know, from FLD. But it's delicious. Yeah. Surprised about that one. Okay, I think it's time for device swap. Oh yeah, let's go and check quickly what sabaki, because I don't think sabaki is actually being used that much, because it's pretty new, right? So let's go and look here. See, not a lot of people have got this in recipes. Only 87. Wow. That is interesting. See here what I was saying. Only used here medium at 1%. You know, so I was pretty, but here you can see in recipes, somebody pushed it at 3. Might be you, Rudy. And single flavor, maximum here is only 1%, so I went with that. At 1%, I'm getting everything from it, you know. So I'd be interested to actually push that up a little bit more. and see where I go. I'll come back and do that. But let's see what it's used with. Again, dragon fruit. I must actually try this combo. Sweet currant. I don't know. I haven't tested this one. Yeah, as I said, a little bit of cactus to make it wet. Raspberry. That's interesting. I would also have gone for shiso strawberry because it's more jammy over here. I think that's a good match. Yeah, I think mixing this with Cap Sweet Guava might be a pretty good guava layer. I'm very impressed with this one. So let me switch back. Okay, so the final two that's left is FA Guava. So actually I'm gonna vape this one last. I've got my doubts. Not with all FA stuff, but I've got my doubts anyway. So this is FLV Pink Guava. This was a go-to, but it is a little bit more. I'll mix this as a single flavor at 2%, right? And this was my go-to before. That plus Cap Sweet Guava. Now that I've tasted the other ones, this one just tastes like soap to me. Whoa. That is so interesting because I would have used this as a guava, an accent and other mixes at like 1%, not as a hero, but at 2% it's soap. I've gone too high with this one at 2% for single flavor testing because it's soapy. But also when I'm saying soapy, it's actually not even a lot of flavor. So pushing it any higher is not going to be it, okay? Yeah, it's just soapy to me. Actually, yeah, not good. Not good at all. I wouldn't recommend it. I've changed my opinion on that one. Okay, so the next one I want to try is FA Guava, okay? So this one does taste like, just off the, if you do a finger test, it tastes a little bit chemical. No greenness to this. It's really feels like more perfume guava. So you could put this in like maybe like a spritzer bottle with water and like spray it on you if you want to smell like a guava. But it really, I wouldn't recommend vaping this. It's more perfume. It almost, have you ever tasted like perfume on your skin and you get that perfume taste on your tongue? It tastes like that. Ah, Rudy, yes, it tastes like grapefruit. I don't know about FA, guys. Tastes like perfume to me. Okay, so now what I would like to do is, so my favorites, for sure my favorites were SSA Guava. So I want to, Sweet Guava, still good for me. I really like that one. And raw. So I mixed SSA Guava at 1%, it was delicious. Cap Sweet at 5% and raw at 4%. But what I'm thinking is I want to try SSA. So I'm just going to drip a few drops of SSA and then a few drops of Sweet Guava together, just to get a sense of what this guava layer would be like. Yeah, Liesel, it was a pretty epic fail, to be honest. So, yeah, Subaki, you're doing good. This is great. I can recommend this. And it's so powerful. 1%. Good heavens. Yes. Okay, that. So let's go for just a couple of drops of Cap Sweet Guava with that. Already pretty sweet together. Actually quite delicious, these two. Another one I wanted to try was Cap Sweet Guava with raw guava as well. Oh yeah, try if you are into guava, right? If guava is your thing, try SSA guava plus Cap Sweet Guava together. It's not an authentic fruit guava. It's somewhere between the authentic fruit and candy, but it's so good. It's like almost a complete vape. Okay, so let's try. So I want to try drip Cap Sweet, more Cap Sweet, and just 1 or 2 drops of raw guava, and see what that tastes like together. Let's see. That's also pretty good. A little bit more authentic tasting, to be honest with you. That raw guava is really authentic tasting. So maybe if you go SSA guava plus raw guava, you know, I think that might be a pretty authentic guava. No mucking around with any strawberries here. I think you've already got a very complete vape. You don't have to muck around too much to try and imitate a guava. So I'm dripping SSA guava, alright, and just 2 drops of raw guava to get a sense of how these two would go together. Really good also. I don't actually know. I think, yeah, I'm just going to recommend SSA guava, raw guava, and Cap Sweet Guava. I really enjoyed mixing SSA with Cap Sweet, and I really enjoyed mixing raw guava with Cap Sweet. Those would be my recommendations. If you want to do like where guava is the hero of the mix, that's what I would recommend. You have to be careful with this because, you know, if you push it too hard, the stuff is going to turn into soap so quickly. Hey Stephen, thanks for dropping in, man. Or Flitz. Yeah. If you missed it, Stephen, I've already gone through all the guavas and I've recommended SSA, guava, raw guava, and Cap Sweet. It's really interesting because maybe if I can quickly just show you guys. Let's just have a look here, okay? So SSA guava, it's only got I mean, I assume it's pretty new, right? But it's only been mixed with in 87 recipes. It's got this one in, so it's pretty new. It's not that used. Ratings are pretty good though. If we look at raw, so here we've got the most used raw guava. That's 52 recipes, right? Rating 4 out of 5. Okay. Of course, Cap Sweet Guava is a lot more, but it's just because it's older, you know. Yeah, it's been used in 26,000, also a 4-star rating. But yeah, I think if you want a guava, that would be my recommendation, guys. So yeah, it was cool hanging out with you guys. So please remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, go and join Mixologist. I'm going to put a link out in chat for you guys if you are not part of Mixologist yet, so you can join there. All the flavors that I've spoken about tonight, you can find this at BLCK, BLCK Vapor. So just Google that. Here is the link of Mixologist. Come hang out there, post in there, ask questions, please guys. Also, if you want to support me, you will see there on top of the BLCK Vapor logo, there is my one shot. It's part of a collaboration line. Rudy out in chat is also part of that collaboration line. He's got quite a couple of one shots in there. I'm only displaying mine there, but VS line is pretty big, so go and have a look, go and support the local mixers. Thank you so much for joining and hanging out with me. I hope you guys got some value out of this, but I would love to see recipes on some guava recipes. I'm definitely going to make one and put it out in chat for you guys, or put it out on Mixologist and in some of the WhatsApp groups. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. Go and join Mixologist. Cheers.